Alright, so this is the first time I'm going to try one of these all-inclusive cheat sheets. And this is for Season 6, Week 7. So normally I do these live on the day of the challenges, but if you missed my last video, my daughter tore her ACL and we have to go to Riley's Children's Hospital to get an MRI and see about some surgery. So the first challenge this week, and of course these might not even be correct. I'm hoping they are, but that's the price you pay when you do the videos early. So the first one says, search 7 ammo boxes in a single match. Now this one sounds intimidating, but if you know a good spot where lots of ammo boxes spawn, you're good to go. Now unfortunately, the Der Burger is closed, or at least that's what they want you to believe. You can see they boarded up all the windows. But this is the precise location where we can get quite a few ammo crates. Now let me show you. Alright, so our destination, as I just mentioned, is the Der Burger at Greasy Grove. Now I would recommend landing on the top of this because there can be the first ammo crate right down here on this little shelf. So this is number 1. And this is playground mode, by the way. You're not going to get all that ammo out of a single ammo crate. So that's the first one. Next, I would head straight to the basement, and you can find number 2 on this shelf right here. And there can be a chest that spawns right here, and number 3 is right here. And then you want to make your way up to the second floor of the Der Burger here. And there's quite a few more. Let's see if there's one in here. Yes, number 3 or 4. Number 4 is right here on this shelf. And then you have number 5 on this shelf. Number 6 on this shelf. And then number 7 should be in this room right here. So that's 7. Right there, all in one building. Now, you got to note that potentially some of these couldn't spawn. Like maybe this one won't spawn, maybe this one won't. And if that's the case, you're still okay because there's all these houses around you that can potentially have quite a few. I mean, you could just go, if you, let's say you only got 5 in the Der Burger. You could go straight to this house on your right, and hopefully there wouldn't be anyone in the vicinity, but you never know. I mean, Greasy can sometimes be a popular spot, and sometimes not. They all have at least one. Like in this house, there's one right on the top roof here. But sometimes you can find them down below, below the staircases. I already broke this staircase, but they're normally can spawn under the staircase. Every house has at least one. Some have 2, some have 3. But start at the Der Burger, potentially get 7 all in this building, and then go to some of these other houses if need be. Now the next challenge is staged, and the first one is consume 5 apples. Now if you're landing at the new Leaky Lake, there's quite a few apples that spawn right over here. And it's just, let me show you on the exact spot on the minimap. It's to the southeast of Leaky Lake. There's 3 trees right here. So potentially you could take some damage in Leaky Lake and then come down here and consume 5 apples. Alright, so let's say you're near these apples and you have full health like me, and nobody's around to give you damage. You could build up just a few, maybe 4 platforms, and just fall off. And that'll do just enough damage that you can start to consume some of these apples. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. So I would have, and then you can just do it one more time because I already maxed out. That was 4. But that's just a quick and easy way. Hurt yourself and heal yourself with the apples near you. That'll speed things up just a bit. Now since stage 1 was consume 5 apples, I'm going to assume that one of the next few stages is to consume a few mushrooms. Now I don't know if it's going to be 5, 10, 15, or what have you. But since you did the ammo crate challenge in Greasy Grove at the Der Burger, you can't forget that this whole forest area, and then all the way even up to these houses, like this whole area can potentially spawn mushrooms, and nobody lands over here. You might get the rogue guy coming down from the Viking village, but other than that, I mean, you can consume quite a few shrooms out in this way. And I'm assuming that's going to be one of the challenges, to eat some mushrooms. And of course, you could always go to Dusty Divot, and there's a billion mushrooms there, but that'll be a little more populated. And like I said, since you're doing the ammo crate challenge over here anyway, you might as well venture off to the left and find a couple shrooms to consume. So according to the leaks here, there's 5 stages to this consume challenge. And other than apples and mushrooms, the only thing I can think of are these cubes. Now obviously, there's still the corrupted areas all over the map. So if that is the case, if that is part of this challenge, that'll be pretty easy. Just go to some of these and eat as many cubes, and obviously you can hold L2 on the PS4 to wear it off and consume some more. But I don't know. I don't know what the rest are going to be. Maybe healables, shields, like minis or 50 pots. I don't know. It says there's 5 though, so this would be 3. So there's obviously 2 more that I'm not certain about. I'm curious as to what this is going to be. Now the next challenge is also staged, and the first stage apparently says to destroy trees. Now it shows 50, and I don't know if that number is reliable. Like I said, these are all leaked. Nothing is concrete. I've never done a guide like this. I'm always precise in my guides, so there's never any guesswork. But so this is a little off-putting for me. But assuming the stage 1 is 50 trees, I doubt it's, maybe it's 5. I don't know. But obviously Dusty Depot is going to be your best bet. And I just call it Dusty Depot, didn't I? Dusty Divot. Sorry, I'm living in the past. There's a billion trees here. But you know what? These are bigger than your standard tree. So you might be better off looking elsewhere for easier trees to chop down. If it is indeed 50 trees. If not, then feel free to chop these down. But also, obviously, if the consumable challenge is correct and you need mushrooms, then this is a great spot to get 2 challenges in one completed, provided you're on both those stages. The real question is, what will be the next stages of the destroy? It might be, I don't know if it'll be specific or what, like destroy 5 benches, destroy 5 ammo crates, 5 treasure chests, 5 steel shelves, like these things. Who knows? But regardless, it should be pretty easy. I mean, it's going to tell you what you need to destroy, and you just need to cold cock it into oblivion. Shouldn't be too hard. Wow, what luck that is. We'll see. Now, the next challenge supposedly is deal headshot damage to opponents, and you have to deal 500 headshot damage. Not just damage, headshot damage. Now, I mean, it could sound intimidating, and obviously your best bet would be to use a sniper rifle and get a headshot, because that clearly would do over 200 damage. However, let's assume this is going to work. If you go into duos or squads, like I am now, and you yourself knock an enemy down, or your teammates knock an enemy down, then just aim for their head. We're going to try that. I don't know. Clearly, I can't know if it's going to register or not, but I'm going to show you a few examples of me doing that, just in case it does. If that works, it'll be the easiest method by far. All right, here, we've got an opponent. We've got a challenger. Let's see if we can... Oh, they're trying to tag team my teammates. I'm coming, brothers. I'm coming. Oh, and there's a slurp right there. Oh, he's got a sniper. See if we can... What's that? Dark Knight, huh? Pow! Now you can just aim for his head. Yeah, easy headshot damage. Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's all you probably have to do. We've got a whole crew of... Alright, we might as well just pop this real quick. So, that's basically all there is for the 500 damage. I would play duos or squads, knock some people down, aim for their head as they're crawling around, and that should count for the 500 damage. But like I said, otherwise just... Oh, who's that guy shooting? Otherwise just use a sniper and try to... Or just aim for the head regardless. I mean, that's a real easy challenge. All these challenges so far are pretty cake, in my opinion. Alright, so the next challenge says defeat 3 opponents with a shotgun. Now, obviously, this will be pretty easy. But if you struggle with the shotgun for whatever reason, you can come into duos or squads and eliminate an enemy. I mean, knock them down with any weapon you want, and then walk up to them with a shotgun and finish them that way. And even though you don't knock them down with the shotgun, if you walk up to them and finish him with it, it counts. Now this guy's mad at me. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, so the next staged challenge says deal damage to opponents in a single match, and you have to deal 300. Now, again, this is an easy challenge. Just play the game, basically, and you'll get this done. But let's say you can't eliminate your opponents. You're not good at the game. Well, then, like I've been saying, go to duos or squads, have your teammates knock down the enemies, and then deal damage to the crawling corpses. And that should register. But even if it doesn't, you should be able to find some newbie boobies in duos or squads, hopefully. Now the next challenge is to skydive through 20 floating rings. And this, if it's like any challenge that has been in prior seasons, is really easy. As soon as you jump off the bus, you can see all these rings. Of course, the problem is you can only go through about maybe 3 to 4 per launch. Now the last challenge says to eliminate opponents in Pleasant Park. And this says you got to do 3 of these. Now, the last few weeks, we haven't had a single challenge where you have to eliminate everyone in the same area. So I don't know how reliable this one actually is. But just like with some of these other challenges, if you or your teammates can knock out an enemy with whatever weapon you want in duos or squads, you can then finish them off, and it counts as if you actually killed them. So those are all 7 of the leaked challenges. And let's just recap. We had to search 7 ammo boxes in a single match, deal headshot damage to opponents, deal damage to opponents, destroy trees, skydive through floating rings, consume apples, and eliminate opponents in Pleasant Park. Now, half of these challenges are staged. And if you've heard me rambling, I clearly don't know what the next stages are going to be. We have an assumption on some of them, but we don't know for sure. They're all, in my opinion, they're all going to be relatively easy, if not a little time consuming. This looks like the easiest set of challenges we've ever had in Season 6. So let's hope these are all true. And again, I apologize for doing this guesswork Mickey Mouse bull squash, but my daughter is having to go to a specialist in Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis, so I won't be here for the whole day on Thursday. I mean, I'll be here later. So if any of these challenges are wrong, I do sincerely apologize. I'm not gonna lie, I dislike the YouTubers that do these in advance like this, because you just don't know. Like, what if these challenges aren't real? I'm gonna look like a buffoon if some of these aren't correct and I'm giving you advice for challenges that are not even in the game. But that's the price you pay. It's not like I'm doing this for views. I don't want this to be a reoccurring thing. I just won't be here on actual challenge day. So if any of these are incorrect, I do apologize.